From the creators of the Wife Wednesday Radio Network and Lead Up Studios, this is Nerd Questing with Cena.
Once upon a time in a podcast far, far away, there was a lady who talked a lot about nerdy subjects, and that lady is me. Salutations. I'm Cena from the Wife Wednesday Radio Network, and this is a quest deep into my mind. Welcome back to Nerd Questing. We're nerds, and we're questing for the things that make us tick. Normally I start...
That was beautiful.
And normally I start with a scene.
Yeah.
And this time we're going to be talking about my new D&D character I'm still getting a feel for.
Mm-hmm.
And most importantly, our fan fiction. So I figured today we would describe a little bit of the honey badger.
Okay, that's fine. I thought you were going to say we were going to read an excerpt.
No. God,
I was like, we cannot do that.
No.
Oh my gosh.
But, so our characters, Raven and Guinevere.
I am Raven.
And I am Guinevere. We own a bar that serves muggles and wizards alike.
Yes.
And so I just want to describe this little spot in our bar. I mean, it's in London. It's a moody place.
It is.
It's got all kinds of stuff.
It's like cobblestone, always foggy vibes.
Absolutely.
Like old London.
And then there's a huge bar.
Yeah.
And on one end, there is a section for just Raven and Guinevere.
Yeah.
In our story, Raven has been gone for a year.
Oh, God.
And she pretty much, Guinevere, my character, roped off her chair.
Yeah.
So that no one would sit on that end of the bar. And at this end of the bar, we have our own set of things, like our own set of silverware, our own cups. That's where my character keeps all her books and like the stuff that she needs for her divination side that's not actually in the divination room.
Yeah.
And that corner every morning, just about every morning, you would see a redhead and a blonde sharing a cup of coffee and a cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our scene. A steaming cup of coffee and a steaming cup of tea.
Yes.
So let's talk about our fanfic first, actually.
I'm here for it.
So I have done
obsessed.
Nothing but think about it.
Same.
When I lay down at night,
Same.
I think about my character and her current boyfriend.
Yeah, I'm in love with my book boyfriend.
Booty call.
Yeah.
And then some. Friends with benefits.
We don't know yet. It's a book in progress.
It is a book in progress. And what I'm trying to figure out is what we're going to do. So I'm still trying to decide if I'm killing off Finn, which is my character's boyfriend, who is part of the wizard mob that we made up.
Yes. Yes.
And your wizard boyfriend works for my boyfriend.
Yes. Yes.
And like, I had this fantasy for a while. I'm like, he's going to die because my ex-boyfriend who's going to come in and kill him because he's an horror.
My thought is maybe he just goes crazy because he is acting like saying crazy stuff and kind of gets sent to St. Mungo's or something.
Yeah. So like, you know, those gifts I was sending you of like in the prison outfits.
Oh yeah.
So I was thinking kind of like that.
I think he's going to go crazy.
I think he should go.
I think
crazy.
He should. Yeah.
And
that would be sick.
And then like Finn's like, or not Finn, Dez is going to be like, oh my gosh. So beyond Ministry of Magic thing, I actually have to get like the hospital involved because he's literally insane.
Yeah. I also want to put it out there. I don't think you should get back with Dez.
No, that's not what's happening. That's why your character has a new brother.
Oh no. I was not expecting that. But I'm here for it.
Right? There's so many options.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, there's the brother that she's like,
Yes,
never
has
had,
loved forever.
like loved forever, but never like stars aligned.
Yeah.
But then there's also the Muggle lawyer.
Oh.
There's the Muggle lawyer that we made up. Wade.
Listen, I would rather you get with Wade. Just saying.
Gwen's gonna like throw herself at the brother.
Oh, of course.
And she's like,
yes,
please love me. And he's
Yes.
like, oh, sweetheart,
I don't live that kind of
I
life.
don't live that kind of life.
I will always love you, but
And
I don't live that kind of life.
And my sister would kill me if I did what I wanted to do.
Yes!
Kind of thing.
Oh my God, please. Yes.
So that'll be like messy. And she's like, I don't deserve love.
Going through your midlife crisis.
Yes, literally. It's like, why does every man I pick crazy
Toxic.
or toxic? So it's like, I'm trying to decide what's going to happen with all of that. And then I'm like, well,
I like the avenue of Finn going crazy because he has been acting crazy, saying crazy things to you in a way.
Things. Yeah. And like, I've got to like work on like writing more about his mental breakdowns, about everything lining up.
Yeah.
And then when she's like, yeah, no, I'm not going to run around or run away to the Cayman Islands or Buenos Aires.
Yeah. Wherever he wants to go.
For the next 5 years. I can't sacrifice my life like that. And he's just going to be like, but this is the plan. She's like, no, this is your plan.
Yeah. You know how I had brought in Donovan Sinclair of the Syndicate?
Yeah.
And how I thought I was having, I haven't told you about my visions yet, but in the writing, which I want to.
Yeah.
But maybe he's looking for me because since I'm starting to get these visions, because this is all new to me, I'm just recently starting to have like visions, air quotes.
You know what's funny? I think when we made Guinevere, that was her thing, was having visions.
Well, she's a divination person.
Yeah.
And it's weird for me because I only have visions while I'm sleeping.
The night terrors and everything. Yes.
Yeah. So,
which side note, night terror, remember the one you wrote about Finn going crazy on you?
Yes.
Should that happen? Like actually happen? Or like a version of that? I have to reread
it, but yes.
Where like his eyes were like bulging out. And he's all like, there's only room for one of us kind of thing.
I think that should happen.
And that's like the day when he's like chasing you, or like a span of like 3 days, like trying to chase you away, trying to get me to go away with him. Me. And then that's when Des is like, oh, by the way, here's our sting operation going on. We're getting them.
Yeah.
We're going after, it's like Finn, obviously great prize to get, but we're after
Donovan Sinclair. My thought was Donovan Sinclair's looking for me to be his personal toy, as in the visions,
the seer,
or something. Like I'm seer. His, like he has had, for some reason, knows about it. For some reason, like it could be a prophecy or something, because that's what I mentioned was the prophecy, and that's why Thorn is trying to get close to me, but it's kind of like those love story things where it's like accidental, kind of vibe. Yeah. So we're gonna see where that goes. Cause I'm liking that idea. I think that would be interesting. By the way, we're not writing this week. We're gonna fill ourselves with ideas so that we can write this weekend.
Perfect.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
I would say you should definitely write the only thing that you should write is your date with Finn.
Yes.
That is something you need to write before this weekend.
Yes, I will. I'll write the date with Finn, and then also Finn having another like freak out.
Yeah.
Like in his own space.
Yes. Guys, this is how we plan out our fanfic. We put ideas. We literally do this through Discord, and it's so easy, so fun. Will never be published.
Yeah. So if anyone else wants to write fan fictions, let me know.
We're here to give you ideas if you're stuck. Nicole is an ideas person. Give me the vibe, and I will give you what I'm thinking.
So, do you want to know what I've been thinking about?
Oh yeah.
What do we do when this story arc ends? Are we going to put Raven and Gwen in a different scenario? Kind of like what we did?
Yeah. I think that's exactly how it ends up being. It's kind of like Shauna with Jake and Leah.
Yes. So my other thought was, if it's not in Harry Potter world, we could still take our characters and then put them in like the Lord of the Rings verse.
That would be fun.
Or like
do a D&D fanfic.
Yes. Write our characters. Linnea.
Lilith. Lilith. Literally, we need to do a Linnea and Lilith.
So for the longest time, my first D&D
friends.
character was my favorite, and that was Morwen. She's definitely a fairy princess.
Yeah.
Excuse me, fae princess.
Mine will always be Lilith.
Yeah. But that was your first.
Yeah.
Like your first real one that you connected with. Linnea was my favorite because she was easy. She had the personality of a golden retriever.
Yeah.
/ jock.
Yeah.
Because her skills were strength and charisma.
Uh-huh. Yes. I'm really hoping we go somewhere with the side thing we did for Andrew's birthday.
Yes.
Because I would love to be a dwarf rogue. I would love to really play a dwarf rogue.
I think I made my character a dwarf as well.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, shit!
A dwarf sorcerer. Because we were supposed to be like
come as a pair.
ourselves.
Yes. That's why I chose dwarf.
Plan Beatrice.
Plan Beatrice. Phaedra Deep.
Sorry.
We both chose
like
porn names.
Yeah. Yeah. What was Andrew's? Oh. Maddock or condom backwards. Hold on. Mondoc. Modnock. That's what it was.
Yeah.
We were all intoxicated when we chose these names.
Yes. Constance Benadryl.
Yes.
What was Therese? Her name. I
have no memory of what Teresa's name was, and I'm so sorry, Therese.
Yeah.
There was just so much alcohol.
Literally, we can't even remember what mom chose as a class.
Truth. So, just moving along, speaking with D&D, my character in the campaign my brother runs, the one where Linnea died and I chose a new character.
Yes.
And he's a man, and he's a monk, because I've never played that class before. And his premise is that he is trying to find the strongest, most worthy wife to bear him many children.
Yeah.
To continue teaching
Could
the
you
way.
Imagine if he had met Lilith?
Oh, that would have been it. He would have been like...
But Lilith doesn't have children for a reason.
Yeah.
Because children.
Yes. So, like he wants to find a worthy wife so that he can have many children, and that he can teach them all this monk way, this martial arts way of using chi. And that's literally like his life's purpose.
Then he found Neferi, who's a druid, and he found out she can shapeshift.
Yeah, and he liked that.
Yeah.
He was like,
so now he's going to get rid of the pregnancy that I currently have with a
because he's an alchemist.
What did I have?
It was a doppelganger.
So that he has so we don't have bastard children.
No competition. Pure bloodline.
We are here for the role play aspect, people.
It's hilarious. But like, as different female characters do things of note, he's like,
I like it what I see.
And then Mike's like, my character's a lesbian.
But listen. Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, guys is like, change that. Looking for strong woman.
Yeah.
But no, he's liking the tiefling.
Yeah. Because imagine a tiefling martial artist.
Literally, so you're purple. My guy is blue. He's like, we're already on one end of the color spectrum. It's perfect. We'll have beautiful night sky babies.
Yes. I think we should.
Absolutely.
We can go that way.
But
Mike will hate it.
Mike will hate it.
And I'm all about that brat life.
But what I need is dice and a miniature for him.
Listen, it would be fun if while we're driving on Friday and I stop to get stuff,
something.
we find like a D&D shop.
Absolutely.
Because we're going to be driving right by Louisville.
Oh, absolutely.
So.
And then we can look for something.
Yeah.
So while we're driving and going down there, I need to pick a book.
Okay, I'm reading A Discovery of Witches, which is a TV series, and I didn't know it was a book series. And my friend lent me the books, and I've been literally planning this since I got the Airbnb. And you said we decided we were going on a trip for my birthday. That I was going to be reading these books.
See, I need to find at least one book to read.
Yeah. Like Laurel at work, she gave me Sharp Objects, and there's another one by her that I want to read. But I've read Sharp Objects, but I kind of want to refresh my brain of it. So I think I'm going to read that.
The actual physical copy of it?
Yeah, it's the physical copy. And then she gave Brittany another one by the same artist. I can't remember what it is at the moment, though. And that's what I want to... I think it's called Dark Places, maybe. I want to read it. I don't know. What kind of book do you want to read is the question.
Romance.
Because I have a series that I'm about to start that's more erotica, BDSM. On Audible, I'm starting it.
Okay. Yeah, I want a paper book.
I know, yeah.
So honestly, I'm really into obviously I like high fantasy.
Yes.
I like that fairy porn life.
I know. Listen, Brittany is in that life now.
I'm so
happy. She's like, I just didn't know. And now I know.
Now she knows.
Yes.
Literally, I want to find something like... So I read that book, Deal with an Elf King by Elise Kova.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to find another book kind of like that. It was easy enough that I read it in 2 days. You know, I read for 6 hours the night before, and then I finished 2 hours the next day.
Yeah.
I want something that I'm going to be able to accomplish reading.
Yeah, this weekend.
Speaking
Isn't there another book?
I've already read
series?
Those. I already read those. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
There were 2 more books.
Okay. Okay. Just making sure.
I noticed it's 2 queen size beds. So are we sleeping in our own rooms?
No.
Okay.
No?
I didn't know.
No, ma'am.
I didn't know if we were a fight over space.
We're not
on the bed.
sleeping in the horse bed room. We're sleeping in the other one.
The nicer one?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, we are not sleeping separately. Literally, fuck that.
I know, it's just a queen size bed and we're both bed hogs.
No. That just means we get to cuddle.
Just don't be sweaty when you touch me.
I won't be.
I know.
It's usually my neck that sweats.
Andrew just sweats every part of his body.
And we'll be able to control the temperature, so
thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
But just one final weird nerdy thing. So we use a typewriter at work.
Oh, this is not the final, but go ahead. I have words to say.
Oh, okay. About the Airbnb?
No.
Okay, other words.
Other words.
So I want to get back into letter writing again.
Yeah.
I think you have our book.
I know.
And I'm looking at the one that I share with my sister right now. And I'm like, well, I haven't written in that either. But I've been getting compliments on my handwriting at work.
Oh.
Because the way I fill out tags, we do some handwritten ones, and then people have to sign it, and then I scan it through my computer kind of thing. And, I always write as nicely as I can because I have nice pens.
Yeah.
And this guy was standing on the other side of the counter, and he's like,
thank you, Dustin.
Wow.
Didn't Dustin give you pens?
Shauna.
Yes.
Shauna got me pens. It wasn't that pen I was using. It was one Cheryl got me.
Okay.
And I'm just writing out, and he goes, wow. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you have really pretty handwriting.
Yeah.
Because, I write in cursive.
You have fairy handwriting.
Thank you. That's
You're
what
welcome.
I desire.
Literally every time I
think about I want it to
yours,
be very girly,
very girly,
very scripty.
very fairy. Yeah.
That makes me feel so good.
Oh, yeah.
So I fantasize about writing letters at work on the typewriter. But then when I get home, I'm like, I want to handwrite things. And then I'm like, oh, TikTok's depression nap. So nothing happens. So nerds, don't depression nap. Do what you want to do. What did you want to add?
Don't be an asshole D&D player. Respect the DM. That should be put on every page, whatever the stats pages, in bold,
put it
for everyone to see.
I should just write it on my whiteboard. Because
it's hard for a D&D. A DM. I don't know because I've never been a DM, fresh to the D&D world, but the amount of work that a DM has to put in, whether it be creating a story or having maps prepared or encounters, having all their stats prepared, because we could have 3 encounters with multiple people
not following everyone and then free will, so it's hard to follow a storyline.
Yes, but the problem, don't complain unless you are the one making the campaign, running the campaign. Shut your mouth.
Mic drop. Thank you.
Yes. Who cares if you're giving 2 high powered things? Give the high powered things, but give us high stat demons.
There's a difference between complaining and constructive criticism.
Agreed.
Like, I feel like,
and I think there's a borderline with that person who's doing it.
Yeah, and
like at first it starts to be constructive, and then it just becomes shitting on you.
Yeah, and
they don't mean it that way.
But I'm sensitive.
But yeah, yeah, and I'm her guard dog.
Yeah,
and I sit by this person during one of our campaigns, and I've started putting him in his place sometimes.
So proud of you. It feels like, I guess, like my hard time is sometimes it's like I'll try to make a ruling and like I'll be talked over.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And
where you just need to be, this is the rule. Write it instead of trying to talk over them, write it and be like, period. Write it on the board, period. No arguments. Move on.
Yeah.
And that's where you lack.
Yeah. Oh, because I'm a people pleaser.
I know. But please the other people. I'm sorry.
The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Yeah. Literally, just do that. If I can help you in any way, you let me know and I will.
My big thing is just I have to get through this.
Or make it a democracy, whatever.
Where you
everyone votes on the rule.
Majority
rules.
A democracy.
And then there you go. I don't know. Listen, politics are
there's no board of elections or whatever.
Yeah.
Or college of elections.
Yeah. Literally just be like,
electoral
all right,
college. That's
everyone who votes for this rule here, this rule there.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the discussion.
Listen.
Who cares what the books say compared to what D&D Beyond says?
Literally the number one thing, and they say it in the books, is like the DM makes the rules.
Yes. And he especially has reminded you of that. And I'm like, funny coming... The pot calling the kettle black.
Unless it's something he doesn't like. And then he's like, oh, do.
Yes.
Listen, I am a rule in my other D&D group. Alex and Teresa talked to me. And Alex was like, listen. Because there was one thing, and I talked about it on Wife Wednesday, about I used a banishment spell on a creature. And in the spell, the wording is a single creature. It does not say anything about... if another creature is grappled by it. It's like it says one creature. I cannot physically send 2 creatures because that would be 2 spell slots.
Yeah.
And that's a 7th level spell, I believe. You don't get 2 spell slots for that when I had it. And what they did, there was a ruling that because the one character was holding chains that was around someone else.
Yeah.
They made me banish both characters. And I'm like, that's not fair.
Agreed.
And so there was a lot of house rules debate about it. And now it's finally like favored in Cena's rule. And that means only one creature can be banished because that's the wording in the spell.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Like
And I think it's just, you need to have something that you do. Because this is a part of why you're not wanting to do your campaign. You told me this in your Mannix episode last week, that you don't want to do this because this person keeps complaining. You just need to set something to where it's either you write it down, this is DM law, here it is, or put it to a vote right away.
Yeah.
No researching, or research it, state your case, vote on it.
Yeah.
And I think that'll help.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is your house. This is your
house.
D&D campaign. You've told them multiple times, go run your own campaign, and they don't want to do it. So shut your mouth.
Exactly.
Yes.
You're my guard dog.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate you.
Do you have anything else to talk about?
No.
I do. Sorry, this is your episode.
No, I don't
but
care.
It
this
pertains
is
to
Nerds
both of us.
episode.
So Minecraft, watching it lately. People play
I love
it.
Minecraft.
There's bats, which automatically made me want to create a D&D or a Minecraft house.
Just because of the bats.
Yes. Literally, the bats are like, well, I'm making a house now, and I'm having pet bats.
I always like the pet wolves, obviously.
Yes. But then I was going on thinking how you started making Raven and Guinevere.
On The Sims?
Yep.
I have many times.
Ma'am.
What?
If your Sims... Can I connect to your Sims? Like, play in your Sim world?
No. It's not open world like that.
What
single
the heck?
player. I know. If we only
Can
could.
we find an open world that can connect from my Switch to your thing?
I can look.
Are there open world Sims?
Not open world Sims, but we might have open world games we can play together.
I just want to create our bar and stuff.
I know.
With Sims. Come on, Sims. Get with the freaking times.
I'm wondering if Sims
there really
5
isn't?
is going to have that or not.
What the heck? Are you kidding?
Sims 5
There's
is definitely
no
in development.
Sims open world?
No.
What the heck? Sims 4 open world mod. There's an open world. Maybe.
Maybe with a mod.
Hold on, Sims. Sorry, yeah, we're doing this while we're recording, people. Fans are hoping The Sims 5 will return to the full open world formula of previous games and give players the ability to explore their world freely. I don't understand how The Sims haven't done that yet.
Because that's a lot of computer power to run The Sims.
I get that, but look at Minecraft.
I know. The thing with Minecraft is it's in pixel graphics.
Agreed.
Like, it's technically, like, it's all squares. It's
but this is the thing. You're just going into a world into someone else's world.
I know. Like, I wish you could just, like, go and visit neighbors'
That's what
houses.
I'm saying, yeah.
And then, like, still do your own thing. But then, like, you can go and visit where you guys will both load into one area.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be really cool. And everything that the
How
Sims
is it
missing.
not a thing? This is 2023. It's literally blowing my mind that it's not a thing yet.
I know. Hopefully Sims 5 will have it.
Sims, could you give me a call, please?
EA Games?
Let's talk. Because I need this with my wife, okay? I will get a computer. I have a computer gaming system. I can do it at home.
Absolutely.
Oh, no. I can do it at home.
I know.
This just ruined my life.
The Sims can do that.
Yeah.
I go in phases.
Yeah. Because Gwen and Raven, they're going to be something.
Mm-hmm.
When does the Sim 5 come out?
I don't know. I think it's just in development. Because
Oh,
they're still
really?
releasing stuff
I don't
for
know.
the Sims
Don't
4.
you have Sims 4?
Yeah.
And how old is that?
Don't know. Apparently, they're supposed to be launching, like, they're announcing
It's supposed
a
to be
new
this year.
Sims 5?
Sims 5.
Whoa.
It says before 2024. There's no release date yet, though.
So what I keep waiting for is they put something up the last time I loaded up my Sims last week. They put something on it and it said, coming soon, 2 new stuff packs and 1 new expansion pack, which they have it like categorized. They have expansion packs, they have stuff packs, and then they have mini packs.
I'm about to spend a lot of money.
Oh my God, I've spent so much money on The Sims.
And I will be using cheats.
Oh,
don't come at me,
did
people.
You know The Sims encourages you to use cheats?
Oh, I love that.
Because they want to know how you can break the game. So that way they can like develop more things and see how you play with it. And
what do you mean?
It's called game
so they
breaking.
Can avoid it?
No, so that they can see how people are playing it and how they want to gear it.
Yeah.
Like a big thing that came out for Sims 4 is story modes where they get, or scenarios. Mm-hmm. They give you a scenario and you have to like make a family that matches the scenario.
I love that.
And then it's got goals for you to like play through the scenario.
Love that.
Yeah. So it like gives you like a little challenge. Like the one I played, it was like, you have to make 2 young adults in a house and like
Raven
the scenario. Yeah. Well, this one was a love one.
Yeah.
And
I don't see the difference.
Yeah. Well, it's like they're engaged. It's like but then they take it and they make your characters angry at each other to start.
Okay.
And it's like, are you going to repair this love or break up?
Oh, I love that.
And like the 2 different scenario options are you break up and then find someone new, or you guys make up and get married.
Yeah.
And then you get like points for it.
Okay.
You know, it's just like silly stuff. It's
that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nicole's about to be real broke.
Everything's like 50% off right now.
Don't tell me that.
I know. I think that's all I've got for nerd questing.
I'm about to have my husband set up my computer when I'm gone. I got to get another screen.
Yeah.
For sure now.
Are you going to have him move that desktop down to your office?
It is downstairs.
Is it really?
Yeah, I use the monitor for my work, and the tower's downstairs just chilling. It's vibing.
Okay.
It's just down there vibing.
So
I have to...
One last thing. Hogwarts Legacy comes out next month, right?
Not for me. Well, I don't know.
It's February.
Yeah. Literally, I'm just waiting for the email from GameStop to tell me that they have it, because I pre-ordered it.
Because I'm going to pre-order it because I want to play it. And I think that's an open world one, man.
It is.
We could literally be.
I know.
Us.
I'm literally that's who I'm going to be.
It's gonna be me.
It's gonna be me. Chaos. All right.
Bye, nerds.
Bye, nerds. Live long and prosper.
You've been listening to NerdQuest, a Wife Wednesday Radio Network production. Our executive producer is Dustin from the Lead Up Studios team in St. Louis, Missouri. Be sure to like, follow, and share us with your friends on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and more by searching Wife Wednesday. You can find NerdQuesting on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audible, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and more.